Parents of triplets. What is something the general public doesn't know? My wife and I have triplets. When they were around 6, we took them to a water park. I was watching them play in the water while my wife went to get us some drinks. A woman came up to me and asked if I was their dad. I said yes, and she immediately started yelling at me for letting them play in the water without life jackets. I told her I was watching them closely and they were fine. She kept yelling, saying I was a terrible parent, and if I didn't put life jackets on them, she would call the police. I told her to mind her own business and she stormed off. I thought that was the end of it, but a few minutes later, she came back with a police officer. She told him I was endangering my children by letting them play in the water without life jackets. The officer asked me if I was their father and I said yes. He then asked me if I was watching them closely and I said I was. He then turned to the woman and said, "Ma'am, he's their father. He can let them play in the water without life jackets if he wants to." She was furious and started yelling at the officer. He told her to leave the park or he would arrest her for disturbing the peace. She left and the officer apologized to me. We ended up talking for a while and it turned out he had triplets too.